stress, pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So SMU's offense will take the field first. It's a draw. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Brings up 2nd down.
He'll run it again. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. And the Mustangs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Mustangs want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a...
Breaks into the open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Mustangs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Now setting up shop in the red zone.
Now with a red zone opportunity.
Sends it back in motion. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. And his throw is incomplete. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive.
Number 19 on the field goal.
It is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the back from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Tucker. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. He lofts one down the sideline. Throwing down the sideline, and it's a big play down the right side. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Mustangs!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes with the return. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. Blasted as he lets it go. Still running at the 40. There he goes. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day, and all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it, and I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish. That, his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. It'll be a draw. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Mustangs will punt this one away. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go. He did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. The Irish send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Power football with the run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Got him downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Dumps it off in the flats. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Just keeps slinging it. Makes the grab. He gets it down to the 40-yard line, but he's going to be a little bit short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. They boot it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Here come the Irish back on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. The RPO, it's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. He'll keep it himself. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down. It'll be fourth. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down, looking for more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
First down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. They're working that left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Fires to the big fella. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. And the Mustangs have this offense rolling. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Twin receivers on both sides of the field. It's 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down.
And first down for the offense.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll try it over the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And wings it incomplete. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top 5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff positioning.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and may the best team win.
And this will be huge down the stretch. It gives you a shot in the arm. You prove your worth in this football game, and you start to build your case as you get to the end of the season of why you could possibly get to the best team in the country.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Good enough for first down.
The give to the back. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Right back to the well. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Nice move there. He's piled up 87 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pulls it in. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day, this one from 23. Just drives it between the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
On the run from inside his own 5. He smashes his way through again. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up. Turning it on! And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. At the 45 on his way. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights. The lead is down to a field goal.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Leaves it with the running back. Quick spin on the ride. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Leaves it with the back. Makes a man miss. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10.
And that is another 1st down for the offense.
They try to pop a run on the draw. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Big 3rd down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense and the pass rush is effective and they tackle him at the 19.
And listen, the quarterback drops back and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Now they'll run the draw. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Finds his big tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got a man in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it to the back on the draw. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. Quick release on the RPO. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll try to pop the draw. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Mustangs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets it out quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. From the gun, the ground game. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll toss it. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And here comes the punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll go back to work on offense. It's a draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They go to the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here come the Irish back on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snap. Oh, he's got some space. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Bringing the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. He leaves it with his back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Notre Dame ready to go with another first down.
First down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. He'll pull it on the read. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. Looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs, and then hopefully move the football.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Snagged out of the air. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
First and goal, Notre Dame.
He'll set up to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense got it. The 40. At the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Mustangs! How about this defense taking one back to the house? With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield, you're trying to find an open guy, you're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
They'll line up to go for 2. Now on the move. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead.
SMU, 29.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Pass interference, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
This time it's complete. Right down the gut of the field. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Hand off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.